Hi, everybody. Welcome to this best practice series. I'm here again with Benjamin Henry, Field CTO with Komprise. And today, and in this series, we're going to cover smart data workflows. And, we're going to do 4 of these videos, try to make them short and valuable for you all. The first, we're going to introduce smart data workflows. We're going to talk about really a key use case around finding and detecting and mitigating sensitive data. Then we'll go into regex scanning. We'll talk about working with external scanners. And then finally, we'll end with a session specifically on some new powerful AI ingestion capabilities that Komprise is going to be introducing. So, Benjamin, let's talk about the power of smart data workflows. I really see this as an expansion to the Komprise platform. You're working with a lot of customers right now and rolling this out. This is available from version 6 and beyond. So can you introduce smart data workflows and really the value you see?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Darren. And this is an area that really excites me within Comprise. As you said, it's a new feature function. And before I kind of get into the features and functions, let me kind of talk a little bit about why. So in the storage world, storage admin, storage team, why should I care about this? Well, a lot of times your organization has some sort of overarching regulation or multiple regulations that you have to adhere to. PII is kind of the broad reaching term there. PHI is a lot of our customers. You get in healthcare, HIPAA, protected health information, GDPR, general data protection regulations. Those are coming into the storage world. It's no longer just security or just the application team. It's now in your wheelhouse, and you have to be not only responsible for the data, but its location to make sure that that sensitive data is not in areas where it can be exposed. So the focus of today's session is going to be on detecting and mitigating PII where it doesn't belong. If you're a customer today, you probably have deep analytics, so you're used to having that really rich information available at your fingertips. And we're going to leverage that to shine a spotlight on data where it doesn't belong. We're going to be able to tag it, and then we're going to be able to take action through the plan confine to confine potentially sensitive information so that it can be reviewed later on, deleted, or moved somewhere else where it's more appropriate. So with that, let's switch and jump right into our demo. So we're here at our demo, and we want to start with the deep analytics because you have all of this rich information in a single pane of glass. So let's leverage that to narrow the focus to find sensitive data where it doesn't belong. I'm going to build a new query, and I want to start with my marketing share. So I'm going to drill down to it. I'm going to choose that. And then I'm also going to add some extension filters here because I know that content scanning is going to start cracking open files. Well, there's only certain files content scanners can read. So why send everything at it when you can narrow the focus, narrow the energy, and reserve the performance for where it belongs? So I'm going to focus on text, spreadsheet, code, script, presentation, mail, log, documents. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit run. So from here, this is the sample set that I'm going to run my content scanner against. I'm going to save this query. Marketing PII2, because I have another one already here. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now I'm going to switch and go over to our workflows tab. I'm going to hit add workflow. I'm going to start with a deep analytics query I just built. Choose the query. I get a preview of everything that was in that query. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. And I'm going to start with one of the 68 built-in content scanners. Well, my marketing team shouldn't be storing Visa credit card information as an example. So again, this is a demo. It's a simulator. But I'm going to click next. I'm going to choose the key. All right, so I have a key already created called marketing. I can create as many as I want here, but for this demo, I'm going to call marketing as the key. The value of it will be the content scanner that I selected in the previous screen, which is Visa credit card information. I'm going to go ahead and hit next. I can choose the workflow schedule. This time I'm going to do a one-time. I'm going to give it a name. And I can give any kind of description in here I want. And I also check this little toggle switch to start this automatically when we finish. All right. So if you're familiar with our migration screens, this will look kind of similar where we have a review of all the criteria that was selected. And I'm going to go ahead and hit start workflow. All right. That's going to queue up and run in the background. And I'm going to start looking at the details of how that scanner is running right now. Well, it's already found 14 files that it's tagged. All right. We're going to continue to let that run in the background. And now we're going to get a preview of what it's tagging while it's running. So I'm going to switch over and go back to our Deep Analytics tab. I'm going to start a new query, and I want to look at anywhere I've got a tag that says key marketing value. Again, now you see the information, which is the value, automatically populated because it found data that it tagged with Visa credit card information. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click add. And again, this is a simulator. So I'm going to go ahead and hit run. And it says it found 36 million files in total. All right, so how do I find more information? Well, I can click on detailed list of information or detailed list of files. I can get the preview here. I can also download this information by clicking on this hyperlink over here for CSV. All right, let's say we've reviewed this. We said, I need to take action. This needs to come out of its location and go into a confined area. And what do I mean by confined? Well, under plan confine, what that does is it takes the data out of the original share, it puts it in a confined area where only administrators have access. So now you're taking the first steps to protect that data. You're moving PII, sensitive data, out of the production area where it doesn't belong. You're confining it. And now you're allowing teams to review it. What do they want to do with it next now that it's confined and secure? Do they want to delete it? Do they want to modify it? Do they want to put it back after it's been sanitized? It's completely up to you. But let's finish this by adding a query. So I already have a query that's saved that says everything that has been tagged as PII found in my marketing area. So simply a query tag equals marketing, value equals credit card information. Anywhere that tag is found, it's going to confine that data for me. I simply click done, activate, and it will do exactly what I said. It'll confine it and it'll take it out of the production area, put it in an area where you can review it and take further action if necessary. With that, Darren, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, super powerful. Quick question. Can you talk about any differences in performance for detecting PII now that we're cracking open the files? Is there anything people need to think about when they're running this?
Yeah, that's a great question, Darren. So we've gone ahead and allowed you to run this content scanning in two different ways. You can run it with the existing resources, or you can dedicate resources. You can add additional observers and dedicate them to just these workflows. So if you want to run them again, if you're saying, hey, I have no more room to add another observer, my VMware environment's already running full tilt, fine, not a problem. Run it on the existing. If you want to run more resources, get dedicated to workflows, run workflows faster, you can add dedicated resources for just STW.
Fantastic. All right. Well, in our next video, we're going to talk about regex scanning. I know that's got a lot of people's interest, and we look forward to it. Thanks for taking us through this today, Ben. Look forward to our next conversation.